What's good? What's good, y'all? It's your girl Dyme Smith, and you are now tuned in to Making Moguls. Oh my gosh. It's been too long of a time since I've been on here, but we're gonna, start the year on the right note. So today I have one of my business partners and one of my closest friends in the building, VJ.
Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for having me, Dime.
Of course, you gotta be a part of everything that I got going on. So,
That's a fact. That's a fact.
and it's crazy because we went live the other day,
Hmm.
and that kind of just like spawned everything. So, for those of you that don't know, me and VJ have been working together for like 6, 7, almost 7 years now.
I think so. I don't even know.
Okay, so all right. First, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to introduce who I am again because it's been at least I want to say like 3 months
Okay,
since
okay.
since I've done my show on air. And then I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, and then we'll kind of get into how we know each other, and then we'll start talking about the topic of the day. So,
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
my name is Dyme Smith. I am what you call a serial entrepreneur. I have been in the industry, whatever industry it is that you want to pick at the moment,
Hmm.
since I was 17. I started my first business when I was 15, a record label,
Hey,
actually. I don't even know if you knew that.
I did know that. I
Oh,
did
okay.
know that. I pay attention.
Yeah, so 15, I started a record label. It didn't go anywhere. And then when I was 17, platforms and initiatives that I've put together since then. Um, and then as far as it goes for me, I have an ice cream catering company called Scoop There It Is. I have another brand under the Dime Life umbrella called Making Moguls. So that's where the show comes from. We're
Hmm.
going to be doing retreats and business conferences this year. We do a monthly pop up shop called the Mogul Market. I
Yep.
almost forgot. Um, um, and then I'm gonna be dropping merch and a couple other things like that. So that's going on. And then what else? We have New Heat Studios, so that's my creative studio downtown Brooklyn. A whole
Dime
lot of
Life
stuff going
Production,
on. Dime
Celebs of
Life
Fashion.
Production, yeah, Celebs of Fashion. See, I always leave out Celebs of Fashion because it's like the staple show under Dime Life, and VJ will not let me forget.
Nope, nope. Yeah, I need to know what Celebs of Fashion is.
That's a fact. I don't know. We trying to figure out what Fashion Week is looking like this year, but we gonna have to do
We don't even
something.
know what this week is looking like. So,
That is a great point.
so I mean, whatever it is, we're gonna be prepared for it. So,
Yeah, we're gonna do something. Even if it's not the whole fashion show, we're gonna do something. Even if it's like another mogul panel or something like that, we'll figure it out.
yeah.
But tell the people what it is that you do and who you are, because you're super important.
Dope. Thank you. I am VJ Vijano Alexander, aka King Cosmic. I am also a serial entrepreneur.
Facts.
Um, Dan, you really made me dig back into the history because I originally always was like my first business was 19, but that's not true. My first business was my tutoring agency in middle school.
Oh, snap.
Wow, yeah, you really made me throw back. Yeah, I've been in industries of education, of music, of business management and consulting, of nonprofit slash neighborhood initiatives um, for the past over 10 years now.
Wow.
Long time.
Hmm. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Now that you made me think about it, I'm like, damn, like I really did a lot.
Well, tell them what you're doing now.
Yeah, right now I run. So my overall business is the Alpha and Omega of business. It is a business management and consulting firm. We help small business and entrepreneurs start and grow their business through one-on-one coaching, implementing business practices, doing marketing, research management, and many, many other facilities. If you need it, we either got it or we're going to connect you to it. Make sure that you grow
Yeah,
because
that's
your
a fact.
business is important to us. Through that, I launched a record label called CLR Records, which evolved into the Underground Concert Series, hashtag
Yeah.
UGCS, which is a platform for up and coming artists to perform and have access to larger resources at no cost to them. I also run and co-founded and operations manager for Cannabaddies, which is a cannabis lifestyle brand for women. Um, I also do travel agent stuff. I also sell jewelry, especially grills and custom pieces. Shout out to Team Grillzilla.
Facts.
Um, I got other things too, but we're not gonna talk about those.
It's a lot, man. Like, it's so funny because what I find, like, as I'm listening to you, it's so funny that we always gotta, like, at this point, we just need a piece of paper that we, like, tape to the back of our phone and
For
just read
real.
off the list because it's so interesting how we try to find a way to not make it sound mad boring
Uh
because
huh.
it's mad stuff.
It's mad stuff.
Like, and it's like, yeah, and I do this, and I do this, and I do this, and I do this, and I do this.
And I notice every time I'm like, you know what? I don't wanna. I'm just gonna say one thing, and then I introduce myself, and then somebody will be like, oh yeah, but this and this. I'm like, oh
Uh-huh.
yeah, I do this too. And they be like, wait, you do? I'm like, yeah, I do this, and I do. But I didn't want to bring that up, but now that you brought
Facts.
it up.
And it's funny because so when we were all right, so a bunch of things has happened in the last couple of days, y'all. So one of the things is we were I did I have a client who is an angel investor amongst a million other things as well.
As well.
And we held a pitch session
Mm-hmm.
on Zoom where a bunch of people, signed up to learn more about like what angel investing is, how do you structure your business in order to get, private lenders to fund your business.
Mm-hmm.
And VJ was on the call. I was the host slash moderator, and you know, after the call, he said something very interesting to me. He was like, "Oh, when people, it's so weird to me when people come on or I speak to people and they're like, oh, I'm just going to talk about this one thing that I do. I'm like, you have to do that.
Yep.
Like, do you really want somebody to come onto a pitch session and talk to you for 20 minutes about every single thing that they do before they get to the point? No,
Nope.
you want to hear what's most relevant to what we're talking about right now.
Yep.
And then, if it piques your interest that they do some other thing, then okay, cool. But I think you did the right thing in that moment to be like, all right, I have all of these other things that I do, but I'm going to pick Cannabaddies or I'm going to pick, whichever business to pitch right now because it's the most relevant. That's the one that I need the funding for.
Yep. Yep.
So I had to, you speak to people and then like it's always a learning type of situation, like no
Yep. Yep.
matter what
Yep.
level you're on.
No matter what level you're on. In fact, every level should be a learning situation because if you're not growing, you're dying. So,
Mm,
and
talk about
especially in
it.
business, that goes to life, but especially in business, if you're not learning, you're dying. And industries is always moving and is always growing. So, if you think you know everything, then you lost already.
Yep, that's a fact. So, that was a very successful call, I would say. Um, I was able to put a couple of people in position from that call. So now we got like follow ups and stuff coming on. So if you're interested in getting funded for your business, definitely contact me, hit me up. Make sure you follow the show on Instagram
Yeah.
at the Making Mogul Show. Um,
Follow
this,
that.
yeah,
Follow anybody. You gonna find it. Please follow one of us. We gonna tag you. I hope we have
that,
another one coming because people have asked me about it. So I hope we have more of
what, the pitch
those.
session?
Yep.
Yeah, no, definitely. A couple of people hit me up after the fact, or yo, I actually went live last night because I did mad unboxings.
Oh yeah.
I I did mad unboxings, and one of the people that came on like onto the actual live was like, oh, I need to, get my LLC. She has a like a baking business, like a bakery, and she she needs help,
Mhm.
but she's already doing some sales. It's not as frequent as she would like it, as she wants it to be, but for the most part, like it's doing pretty well. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Did you know about the pitch session? Because you should have been on that."
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like
Especially
we
because you run products. So
right, and she wouldn't have needed a whole lot of money. She probably only needed like $1,000 to cover the LLC and
yeah,
her food handler. Like she has
yeah.
certain things that she needs to get. She has some $300 machine she needs to get. So I was just like, listen, next time I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna let you know when it's coming up because we
Mm-hmm.
need to make that happen. But yeah, man, we got a whole lot of super dope stuff going on, and it's funny because amongst all that great stuff that's going on, I'm still like slacking.
I mean, listen. Your level of slacking is things that people would hope to achieve. So
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta put that into
true.
perspective. Like,
I gotta work on my time management and my procrastination is horrible.
nah, I feel you. I was doing that just last night. I was like, damn, I could be doing this, and then I started doing it, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to do this no more.
Right.
I don't want to do
Like,
this no
I'm
more.
like, dang, it's day 3 and I'm still not waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So,
You're on your own with that. I have resigned to know the fact that I'm a night owl and I'm just gonna play to my strengths. I'm tired of fighting that. I'm tired of fighting that. I will wake up on the money. Don't get me wrong. Like, if I
right.
have something to do, I will wake up. But yeah, I'm done fighting.
If you study the habits of highly successful people, they all, every single one of them wakes up early.
Yeah, but they also all go to sleep before like 9 p.m. and I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go to
that's true.
sleep before 9 p.m.
Yo,
So
and I think that's my problem. Like, last night, when I tell you, I don't remember who I was on the phone with. And I'm literally trying to like listen to what she's. Oh yeah, I'm trying to like listen to what she's saying, and I'm falling asleep. She's like, "Okay, looks like you're going to sleep." So I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm like, "Yo, I can't stay up. Like I'm
uh,
tired." It was like 12:40.
other than that, then you definitely need to be up by like 8 in the morning. See me,
Right.
for some reason, like all my creative juices hit at like 11:30
Yeah.
till like 2:30 in the morning. Sometimes it stretched till 3:30, and it's like, why did you choose now? Like, why is this right now? You want to give me all the energy, but you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I decided this year I'm not gonna fight it. I'm gonna capture those energies when they come
Mm-hmm.
and give myself space to be me, while still learning from other people. Just cause like 9 o'clock in the morning, my brain do not want to be doing nothing. If it has to, it will work, but it will not get up out of my bed to do something that I could have done last night, the night before.
I'm super productive at night, and I be trying to. I try to tell us. I try to tell my client all the time, and he's like, "So 8 in the morning?" I'm like, no. Like, let's try. I'll say yes, and then wake up at like 9:30 and be like, "So I'll start at 10."
See,
Like,
every time I have an 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock business anything, I wake up like, if it's especially if it's not somewhere I have to be,
mm.
I will wake up 10 minutes before and hope to God it's canceled. Like, please, please,
Oh
please, please.
no.
And if I don't get it called within 5 minutes, I'm like, damn, I gotta get up and get ready. Shoot. And then I'd be ready, and they can't even tell I just woke up. But like, other than that, I'd be like, as soon as the minute I get it, it's like, oh, can we push this back? I'm like, yes, go back to sleep.
Yo. Uh-uh.
I can't. If anybody that want to do business with me, see me after 12 p.m. Like,
You know
please,
what?
I would appreciate it. If it's needed, I will wake up again. I'm responsible,
Reluctantly.
but yeah, see me after 12 p.m.
Reluctantly. He said, do not reach out before 12. It's so funny. My mother used to be like that. I would call her because, my mom don't live here. She lives in
Yeah.
Florida. So I'll call her at like 10 in the morning and she would be like, it is not 12. Why are you calling me before 12? I'm like, damn.
Yep. Yep.
You don't
Yep.
even want to talk to me.
Yep. I agree.
I
I agree.
agree. Oh my gosh. All right. So anyway, we went live the other day and we talked about 10 things to leave in 2021.
Yep.
That conversation was crazy. First of all, it was 3 hours long.
Yes.
Way too long.
Way too. But surprisingly,
But
surprisingly, a lot of people got a lot of value out of that. A lot of people like
yeah.
stayed on. A lot of people was in and out. Like,
Shout outs to Phil.
yeah, for real.
He was on from when we first got on all the way until
The
I
last
turned the
minute,
live
bro,
on.
that was crazy. Like,
I
he
ain't
literally
never seen
took up 3 hours
dedication
of
like
his
that.
time. Like, I'm glad he got something out of that. Cause if not, damn, bro.
Nah, he definitely did because he was also on the pitch call.
Yep.
And it's so funny because he didn't pitch,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But when I spoke to my client, he was the first person he mentioned.
Oh wow.
He was like, "So, what's up with the theater guy?" I was like, yeah, he's legit. I mean, what are you asking me?" He's like, "Yeah, I wanna do this thing, and I think he would be helpful." But it's like just like seeing how the dots connect
Yep.
on their own. Like sometimes you just gotta allow yourself to be put into position.
Yep. 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 You just gotta be ready to be ready, man.
Hmm.
That's it.
So I I I wanted to kind of like run through. We're not gonna talk about them, but I just wanted to say on air what the 10 was,
Oh
right?
yep.
So the
Yep.
10
Yep.
things that we left last week
Mhm.
that we didn't bring into this week is self doubt,
Yep.
huge, huge one.
Leave that.
Leave
Please.
that. The inability to say no. I said no like 3 times this week
Nice. I
already,
don't have no reason to say no yet.
and it's
I've been
Monday.
waiting. I've been waiting. I'm waiting for my first no. I'm like, no.
You know
No.
what?
I'm like, why? I just was gonna give you extra eggs. No. I don't want no eggs. No.
Oh my god.
Just waiting for a no.
Just
Waiting for that no.
just waiting for it. Not improving your customer service skills. So it's funny because I was thinking about that part of the conversation
Mhm.
all throughout this text conversation I was having for booking the studio earlier
Oh wow.
because I wanted to black on them. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, it's all there. Stop
Uh-huh.
asking me questions.
You
Just
gotta
send your
keep
payment.
You just gotta keep sending them the same way.
Right,
Oh,
like
according to paragraph.
that
4.
is not good customer service
According
skills,
to
though.
paragraph 3. I just reiterate everything that I send and be like, in case you were sure, in case you weren't sure, like you can read over the terms. You have problems reading, let me know. I will voice read it to you. I will read over the terms for you in case you cannot read. You know.
Oh my gosh. Guys, leave that
Yeah, but leave that in
last
2021.
year. Let VJ be on his own with that one. Because that is not.
Nah, that's
That
not
ain't
serving the customer. That's
It's
not
not.
serving the customer.
It's not.
But at that point, you're not my customer if you can't read. Sorry.
You know what? Okay, next one. Next one. The next one is not investing in yourself.
Yes, please invest in yourself.
I bought a camera.
Ooh.
I didn't bring it with me today because it didn't come with a memory card. So.
Oh, if you had told me, I would have brought a memory card. 'Cause I have memory cards.
What? For real?
I mean, yeah. I used to record the shows.
You know what?
The shows. You remember the shows?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I had to have.
I ain't know.
Oh yeah. Well. You
Well, I
Now
need
you
a
know.
memory card.
Well, now you know.
I'm coming to where you live
Well,
and
now you
picking
know.
up a memory card. Oh, and I got the mixer.
Oh. Okay. All right.
I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, make sure you guys y'all hit me up, New Heat Studios, because we got membership packages that include every piece of equipment in the studio.
Yeah.
Good
Trust me,
prices.
you're gonna want to get that.
Facts. So we're definitely investing in ourselves. I'm doing good for day 3.
Yeah, for
Okay.
day 3, you're killing it.
It's the procrastination. I'm doing bad with that. But everything else. Ego-based management.
Uh-huh. We're not even gonna touch on that one too much because
Okay.
I'm not arguing nobody's ego tonight.
Not being prepared for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Not using your metrics.
Mm-hmm.
That's for all the business people out there. And if you don't know what metrics is, I'm a suggest you contact VJ about that.
Please do. Or just Google it. Please just Google business metrics.
He said Google it first, and then if you need help,
Yeah, if
to
you need
reach
help
out to him.
understanding it, contact me please at VE_JANO on Instagram. But
So
please
I don't
Google
know
it
my
first.
Instagram
Please
page.
Google it first. I forgot.
Relationships that don't serve you anymore.
Yeah, get rid of them.
So I'm having a hard time with that one.
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time. Because I figured I would be able to be like, you know what? I'm out of here. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'm just not good at that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
the person that holds on to somebody in my business too long because I'm giving them a million chances.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah. So,
I've started quarantining people.
you know what?
Um, where and that's where I realize that I can't count on you,
Mhm.
but I don't wanna just let you go and like make you feel a type of way.
Oh my
So I just start not relying on you
god. Mhm.
and not updating you on certain things until you show interest.
So you like half ghosting them?
Yeah, let's call it that.
Because that's
Business
like a
ghosting.
partial ghost.
Yeah, business ghosting. Let's call it
Business.
that. Yeah, there we go.
That's a
Coining
new
that
thing.
phrase.
We gonna just we gonna put it out there like
Yeah.
that. Lack of networking or working together,
Yep.
and putting it off till later, whatever it is for your business, for your personal life, putting it off till later. So that's my big problem.
Yep.
The last one on the list.
I mean, that's why
I'm
it's the
getting to
last
it.
one.
I'm getting to it.
You
But
have to
right
get the most
now,
amount first.
I ain't there. I ain't there. I'm really trying, but I'm not there. We getting there. So today
Uh-huh.
we're gonna do part two of the conversation because honestly, like the live was so long that VJ messaged me like, so maybe we should do that part another day or like
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we provided so much value that just to continue going was just
yeah, it was gonna be information overload
yeah.
at that point.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna get it.
Yeah. Well, so today we're going to go over a couple of points for like successful planning this year
Yep.
because all of that, all that
So I
noise.
hope y'all excited. I hope this brings value to y'all. I hope that you apply these to your business.
So, the first one is to create a plan for 6 to 12 months. Why is 6 to 12 months though?
So the way how I look at it is the year is broken up into four financial quarters.
Hmm.
Um, you can't predict everything,
Right?
but I like to model myself off of the fashion world
Hmm.
in that when we're seeing something dropping off in the spring, they're already planning for the fall.
Right.
Usually they're planning like fall 2 years ahead.
Yo, for
But
real. Like, I swear, like, so February Fashion Week is
yeah,
definitely for the fall
yep,
or winter.
or
Fall, winter,
yep.
yeah.
And so in that, I say you have 12 months, 4 quarters. Um, and if we're going to be strategic, if we're going to be planning out what's going to be happening for the next year, then I would say at least for the next 2 quarters, you should already have an idea of what you're gonna do.
Hmm.
Um, One, because it's so much better to, as we said in this whole conversation, have a plan, um, and be able to follow the steps that you laid out. Even if things change, it'll give you a place to pivot from, as opposed to just swimming in the dark. Um, Preferably a whole year, but it's hard, especially now with coronavirus and with
Yeah. I feel like you gotta have like a plan A if everything goes great and according to plan, and then a plan C, C for Corona.
yep, yep,
Like
yep, yep, yep.
you gotta have the plan for if everything shuts back down, if you can't get outside. Shout outs to Steph. He's on the live.
Hey,
But yeah, just having you gotta have two completely separate plans because no lie, like it's tough out here. It's
it
tough out here to plan properly.
it is very difficult, and that's really why I suggest that you take the time to plan, especially now that you have the time, because we don't know what's gonna happen, and a lot of people are like, oh, if we don't know what's gonna happen, why should I plan?
Hmm.
In fact, it's better to create strategies for yourself. to tackle things, to know where your money is going to go, where your money is going to come from, and be able to identify those key metrics, those key pieces that you need, so that when times do come around, you have a chance to put certain things into practice, and then you set yourself up to be better than you were, not worse.
Right.
Because anything, the one thing I had learned a long time ago is you like to create checkpoints in your business, kind of like a street light. Um, but a lot of people like to run into stop signs where it's go, 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 and then stop.
Hmm.
Where I like to set up metrics where it's green, yellow, red. And if you set those pointers for planning, you can catch things at the yellow before they ever hit red.
Right.
And so you can always adjust, you can always slow down, you can always speed up, you can always adjust on the yellow before it gets to red. Because the red is too late. You already have to stop, you already have to make evasive action. And so it's so much better to be able to give yourself that foresight.
That makes sense. I used to, so I was definitely one of those type of business owners that set up my year in advance. So I always knew by fourth quarter what I was doing through all of the quarters of the following year. Um, and then last year I found myself struggling with momentum.
Mm.
I was just like, okay, I have all these plans, and we're gonna do celebs and fashion because everything is opening back up, and we're gonna do, you know, this thing or that thing, and then unfortunately, like it kind of messed me up because I wasn't prepared with that second plan of, okay, what am I gonna do if I'm not able to do what we usually do during this
Yeah.
time frame. So I will also say, like I said, it's really important to have that secondary plan because no lie, you don't want to lose momentum, especially if you do something cool. Like what happens is people don't be prepared when something goes viral or when, they have an event that hits or they do something like virtually and it does well. Like
Mhm.
following up the live the other day, following up, the pitch session and all of that, I have to do something else. Like
Yeah.
have to, bring my show back on air. I have to, have those pieces of the puzzle that, feeds into the momentum that we already built from the last week
Yep.
because we've
Yep.
done so much in the last week alone. So to stop here would be kind of dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yep.
um, so, what are some materials you think that people should use for when they're planning?
Um. First, a calendar.
Yeah,
That's
for
the
a
best
fact.
thing. One thing I would say, just free advice. Look up all the major holidays.
Mhm.
Look up any relevant dates to your industries. If you're in the music industry, look up when festivals are, look up when
Yep.
shows are
You're so
happening.
smart.
If you're in the catering and food, look up holidays that are related to food. There's National Donut Day, there's National Ice Cream Day, there's National Chocolate Day. Put those all in your calendar. It'll give you ideas. Look up the days where people are not expecting certain things. Look up,
Mhm.
like, for example, I've been in the event industry for a long time. And one thing I hate doing is throwing events on holidays
Mhm.
because I don't like competing.
Right.
And so I always look up when Halloween is, what day is on, so I can plan around it. So that way I can do something before or after without having to run into it. I don't like throwing events on 4th of July because who's gonna compete with a cookout? Like,
Yeah.
not me.
Cookouts, pool parties.
Yeah, not me.
It's lit. We in Miami. We not
Yeah,
even
not even in
in.
New York. Like, nope,
Like.
not me. Um, so a calendar is the first thing. Um, Also, when you're planning, get yourself like a nice notepad because you want to give yourself the freedom to just let your ideas out before you start criticizing them. Um, it's called brainstorming for a reason. Just allow your thoughts to flow out on the paper. Allow yourself to I know a lot of people are into the digital age, and I'm big into digital. My handwriting is trash, so I don't like writing. But even I still have a notepad of some sort, just because you don't want to get distracted when you're letting those ideas out. You don't want you want to channel whatever is being sent to you, and be able to get out of the paper. So even if you're gonna type it up later, give yourself, or if you're not gonna do that, you want to type like turn on airplane mode, turn on whatever, get no distractions, and just allow yourself to let the ideas flow. You never know when inspiration gonna strike. You never know. You never know. And being able to look back on those notes, being able to go back. I was just going over my notes the other day, and I wrote some stuff that was supposed to apply like
Mm.
3 years ago. I was like, oh shoot, wow, I had
Yup.
some good ideas. I should have looked at this. And so yeah, I suggest that you guys use a planner, um, definitely a notebook, um, and really things that are gonna put you in a positive mindset. At the end of the day, you do not want to shoot yourself in the foot. Self doubt is the biggest thing.
Mhm. We
And
left that last year, so it's fine.
yeah, we left that last year, and we're gonna keep it last year. And one of those ways we're gonna keep it last year is allow yourself to be free of judgment when you're coming up with these ideas. Just put them on the paper. It might sound stupid in the beginning, but write it down. You don't have to do everything that you put on your paper, but it's better to put it out. It's better to have everything that you think about written down, because you never know when it could be good. It might be good to sell to somebody else. It might be an important idea that somebody else business might benefit from. That might not be for you, but it's better to write it down. It's better to get it out and have it out there because you thought about it for a reason. Trust your brain.
Hmm. And then one thing I'm gonna add before we move on is get a whiteboard.
Oh yeah,
Yo, I
I got too many
swear
of those.
I put so many people onto them though because they come to my house to get their hair done, to hang out for Friendsgiving, whatever. And I swear so many people tell me after the fact, like, you know what? I bought a whiteboard because I seen it on your wall in
That's
your
a fact. You have a
house.
dope ass whiteboard.
Yeah, you
Dope ass
gotta
whiteboard.
see. Y'all gotta get the sticker though.
Yeah, yeah.
Get the sticker because I mean I stole that from my last job, but but you gotta get a sticker because it don't fall off the wall and all that type of stuff. But it's on. It's like a. It's just like it's a part of your wall. It's like you're writing on your wall.
Yep.
It's a little bit therapeutic. Like there's something therapeutic about being able to just like write on your wall and then erase.
Yep. 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 I agree.
But
There's the whiteboard paint as well, but
oh
I don't know if we want to
no.
go into a whole home improvement stuff.
Yeah, because I was about to say before you leave your apartment, you definitely gonna have to paint over.
Yep.
Steph said, definitely set reminders to look at the screenshots you took during the week. Just started doing that and it changed for me immediately. That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
I never thought of
that
that.
is very true.
You know what, Steph? We need to be
Thank you for
best
that.
friends
Thank
for
you for that,
real.
Steph. Appreciate that because I did notice that. Funny enough, I did have that. I take a lot of screenshots or like
Or save things on
save things,
Instagram.
and then I never
Never look at it
ever
again.
look back. You know what? I realized like I'm an information hoarder. Like I love finding information and just storing away like some damn squirrel.
Yeah.
But then I never look at them, and then I build up this long archive. And then I'm like, I should look at that. But now, again, with procrastination, it's like, damn, that's a lot of stuff to go through.
Yo, for
But I always find
real.
something to add to it.
I
And
have 14,000 things in my phone. I don't even, I couldn't tell you what it is. Pictures, it's screenshots,
yeah,
it's
my
videos,
memory
it's,
just got full. I'm like, come on, I gotta move stuff. And now I start going. I'm like, oh yeah, I did save that for that one thing back in the day.
I screenshot a lot of things for like ideas and inspiration. And I don't write notes and none of that. I just know that when I look at it again, I'm gonna remember exactly what it was. I never remember.
Yeah, I remember that I had an idea, but I never remember what it was.
Right. Like
I'm like,
I'm
yeah,
looking at it like, dang, why did I take a picture of this lady leg? Like
yeah, like I saved it for a reason. I knew the feeling. Like when I took that, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be it.
right. And
But,
it'd be about buying the shoe.
yeah,
Like,
like,
oh, okay, you should get that shoe. Or like, oh, I like how that shirt looks with that jacket, but I want to put my logo on a shirt like that and pair it with that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it'd be stuff like that, and then after the fact, you think about it like, oh, okay, yeah, I could do that. So,
And yeah, I like that. And to do that, just to add on to that, just a little thing that I learned just now
mhm.
is take some time to go over your own notes. Take some time to go over, review the things that you've been working on, because the way how the brain works is the more you so idea is a blip on a neuron, well, in between a neuron, depending. Um,
Here he go with his science shit.
but the stronger the network it is connecting to other memories, the stronger that memory is. The way how you recall memories because it's attached to other things. And so when you're building, when you're learning, when you're memorizing, you want to create idea clusters so that once you remember one part of it, you remember all of it.
Oh, wow.
And so use that to understand that when you write something down, when you're building something, an idea, you want to merge those two things. You want to make sure that, all right, I thought about this for my business. Let me look at that in association with something else. Let me go over this so that when I do think about it again, or when I do think about something else business related, that it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's smart.
that's something I've been trying a lot. It also works when you listen to like a certain song when you're working on something
Mm-hmm.
because your brain makes associations. That's why you know when you walk out of a room and you're like, damn, what the hell did what did I come to the kitchen for? And when you go back in the room, you're like, oh, that's what it was. It's
Right.
because your brain makes associations, and when you walk out of the room, since you have new stimuli, your brain's coming up with new things. It doesn't have
Yeah.
anything to anchor. Yeah, they're called anchors. That's what they're called. So yeah, do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, take advantage of how your brain works and use it to your advantage.
Makes sense. The next one is to get your paperwork in order.
Oh, all right.
Oh my God.
I
Okay.
have to take off my belt for this one.
Look. So simply put, right? Make sure you know everything that you need for your business.
Mm-hmm.
And once you know everything you need for your business, start to just like hammer those things out. Get them done. Just get it done. Don't
Yeah.
think about it. Just do it because you know you need to get your LLC paperwork, or you know that you need to get certain things for your business. You know you need a business license. You know that you have a food company, so you need your food handlers. You know you need a permit to sell this thing in this place. You know that you need to start working on your taxes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just do the
I
thing.
gotta start working on my taxes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
we ain't gonna talk about
I gotta
that.
call my CPA.
But
Yeah, you have to do
yeah,
it.
just get it done.
Please do. I'm gonna tell you two things about that. One, the IRS is the most dangerous part of the government.
Hmm.
Listen,
They
the
gonna take your
CIA,
money.
the FBI, ATF could not take down Al Capone. You know who took him down? The IRS. Okay?
Yo.
So don't play with them boys. They will come for you. And the last thing you want is the IRS taking all your shit. So please don't do that. Second, please, even if you can't afford it now, make a plan for it. Like
Yeah.
I know, and I've been there before, where like I'm like, damn, this gonna cost me this amount. Like, do I want to do that? I'm not saying cripple yourself. I'm not saying if you have $1,000 left and you need to make money for your business to spend the entire thousand and then have nothing for inventory. I'm not saying that.
I mean, if you have the inventory already, just invest it.
Yeah.
Do what it is that you got to do, because maybe that not having that paperwork, you got to assess your risk.
Mhm.
If you know that getting your paperwork, whatever paperwork it is that you need, is holding you back from being able to accept that $10,000 check, like maybe it's not 10,000, maybe it's five, maybe it's one, who knows? But if it's holding you back from making money, then you gotta assess your risk.
And please understand.
I'll be the first person to tell people, do it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
blow it. You
Yeah.
got it, and you need it for your business, cause it's gonna come back.
Yeah. It's gonna be worse when you don't do it.
Mhm.
I hope one day we can do a whole episode on business structure. I love talking about business structure, so one day we're gonna do that.
Okay.
But please, 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 in 2022, incorporate your business in some way, shape, or form, because the last thing you want is for something to go wrong
Mhm.
and your personal assets be on the hook
Please
for
stop doing
something.
DBAs, y'all.
Like, again, none of that stuff protects your personal assets. And when I
Right.
say your personal assets, I mean the money in your bank account. I mean the credit that you have personally, because you can be fined for your business. Say, God forbid, you run food and you get somebody sick, and they sue your ass. Now you will be on liability from the court saying you must pay this person for damages. And the last thing you need is that. And I know everybody's always like, it ain't gonna be me. It's never gonna be you till it's you. Never
Hmm.
gonna be you till it's you. And so I am a proud S corp holder that protects my liabilities from my personal assets. And I suggest that you guys find
Whatever fits best
whatever
for you.
fits for y'all.
But
I
do
know
it.
y'all love LLCs, even though I personally don't love LLCs. But if y'all love LLCs, do an LLC. If y'all want to be big C corp, then big C corp. If you want to be small S corp, then be a S corp. If you want to be a nonprofit, be a nonprofit. Please don't mess up if you go be a nonprofit, because them boys will come get you.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
tired of seeing these people want to pretend to be nonprofits and then be for-profit businesses. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, so in a nutshell, get your paperwork in order. Feel me?
Yes.
And then I have one more point on that, but the other ones was just reach out for your partnerships now. If
Yes.
you're interested in collaborating with somebody or working with somebody, reach out to them now. Give them time to, say yes or no.
Pitch
Take.
yourself, and
Mhm.
give yourself, as you said, the time. Like, give yourself the time to allow people to fit you into the schedule. A
Yes.
lot of people like to collaborate now for now because the iron is hot, but that's not how business works. If you learn how any major corporation works, in December of 2021, they was planning out their partnerships for May, June, July, August of
Yep.
2022.
And it be mostly for their marketing. It be their marketing department. You got to think about how major companies marketing dollars works. They allocate all of that stuff in advance, because that's why when we wait until the last minute to set certain things up, and you want sponsors for your event and things like that, and you wait until 3 weeks before the event to start reaching out to people, it don't work because they've already, you know, allocated all of their marketing dollars. Because essentially, when you're looking for sponsorships for an event,
Mm-hmm.
what are you offering them?
Yeah, marketing.
Marketing. So just like you said, take your time. Take your time to research, figure out what it is that you need to do. What do you bring to the table? Figure out your leverage. We are gonna have a leverage
We're gonna have
conversation.
a whole leverage
We're gonna
conversation.
have a whole leverage conversation. Definitely next week we're gonna open the lines for calls and all that. But I just we just needed to like make sure you guys know. And then when it comes to, so let's talk about this funding thing real quick while we got a couple more minutes. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting a platform, right? So we've done the pitch sessions with the angel investors. We'll do some more of those, but those are things that obviously you have to pay back, right? So Making Moguls is going to launch a platform in the spring called the Pitch Bank.
Hey.
And people are going to be able to submit their 1 minute pitches. And it's 1 minute because you got to submit it on social media, and we're going to post it. um, but you're going to submit your 1 minute pitch talking about, what your business is, what your ask. I told everybody on the call what an ask was the other day, but what your ask is and what you're going to use it for. And then we're going to pick somebody, maybe a couple people, to get what it is that they need. So, for example, somebody hits us up and they submit their pitch, and they have this wonderful pitch about how they have this great business that's, doing this, this, and that for the community, and they need, $300 to register the business. If we find that it is a, mogul opportunity, then we'll give them the $300.
That's dope. That's
And
dope. That's dope.
I mean, we gonna write it off at the end of the year, but
Of
it's not
course.
something that you gotta pay back.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah,
So
look out for that. Definitely.
facts. That's something that I've been building for a little while now. So the last one that was on the list, get excited.
That's a fact.
This was all VJ because I'm the most nonchalant, laid back, it
Like
is what it is type
she don't be
person.
doing the whole most awesome things in the world.
Yo, I
I
be
understand.
doing whatever and I be chilling. You
I
feel me?
understand this. Like this girl had me checking out venues in Miami in the middle of a rainstorm. Like
Oh
life
my
wasn't lit. Like
gosh.
what? Like
That was
what?
fire.
Like yeah. Like we was out there in Miami checking out venues in the middle of the rain. Like
Listen,
thunderstorming, man.
but to me, it's just us doing what we gotta do. You feel me? Like whatever.
And you completely right. But as we learned on that call, that video chat, you know, you gotta enjoy the journey,
Yep.
and that really was part of the journey, man.
Yep.
Was listening to Sean's crazy stories in the car, man. Come on, man.
Facts.
So,
But definitely get excited. Nobody's doing this journey for you. Nobody's living your life for you. Nobody's
nobody's forcing
forcing you to start a business, to run your
you. If they are,
business.
run. Please run, run.
Right, because it probably
Get
is
help.
not for you.
Get help. If somebody's forcing you to start a business, get help, please.
Yeah.
Please.
But this is time. Like I've seen so many just like inspirational uh I guess I could say quotes. I don't know.
Mm.
Inspirational quotes being posted all over the place with people just talking about like, yo, like not even the usual "this is your year"
Yeah.
stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, it could be your year, it could be my year, it could be his year, it could be his year. It doesn't. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Who knows?
But it's all about putting your best foot forward. Now is the time
Hmm.
to make it happen by any means necessary.
That's right. At the end of the day, um, if you are in a business, you're passionate about it, or hopefully you're passionate about it. Either you're passionate about it, or you see something that other people don't see.
Hmm.
And either way, you are the captain of your helm. You are the person steering the boat. You are the person with the vision. And I know it gets hard. Trust me, I know it gets hard. And I know how easy it is to get wrapped up in your head. And I know how easy it is to let those thoughts come in and derail your momentum. But at the end of the day, there are people out there. There's at least one person, at least one. I know there's more than one, but there's at least one person that looks at everything you do and be like, wow,
Yeah.
I can't believe this. And this happens to me all the time because I
Yeah.
like Dom. I'd be in a pool party full of women in bathing suits, and I'm like, okay, we're moving on to the next thing. And then you hit me, I'm like, yo, my God, that was amazing. I'm like,
Why didn't you
what?
invite me?
What are you talking about? This is a photo shoot. We have a photo shoot.
Right.
We're going on to the next thing. And like, but yeah, I'm like, you're right. You know what? I was there. I was. I should enjoy that. I should celebrate that. And
Shit.
celebrate everything that you do, man. Celebrate every phone call that you get. Celebrate every chance. Because at the end of the day, that's momentum that you get to move to where you want to go.
Yep.
And again, if you're not doing it for the love, if you're not doing it because you enjoy it, then don't stress yourself out. Being a business owner is way too stressful to do that.
That ass.
It's
It
way too
really, it
stressful.
really is. So tell them where they can find you so they can continue to follow your journey.
All right, so follow me on Instagram at VE_JANO. That's Ve Jano. Um, yeah, just follow me on Instagram. I was gonna tell you follow me other places, but don't. Just follow me.
Yeah, because you know what I realized? Like, if you just go down the list of all these Instagrams, ain't nobody typing that fast.
Yeah,
So,
just
VE_JANO. Make sure you follow him. Also, make sure you follow the Making Moguls show. So, that's two S's. Making Moguls show.
Yeah.
On Instagram, you can follow your girl at Dyme Smith. That's Dyme with a Y, not an I. And we are here every Monday on Extreme 104 FM. It's lit. 7 p.m. We are talking about everything business. We're telling you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. We can't tell you what to do, but we could just suggest from experience. We have people coming on every week to talk about their journey and give you guys the tools and the gems that you need to continue going and feel inspired and feel motivated to continue to write your book, so to
Yeah.
speak.
We
So,
want you to have the most successful year. We want you to have the tools needed to succeed because at the end of the day, as I said, collaboration is everything, and your success doesn't stop mine at all, at all. So I
facts.
want you to succeed. I really, really want you to succeed because that only benefits me. That only helps me grow. So yeah, I want you to succeed. I want to give you all the tools, all the gems, because at the end of the day, people are afraid of competition. People are afraid to share the gems, but what's meant for you is gonna be for you.
Right.
Like you can't do and you are the only you. You are the only you. So even if three people make three cakes, your cake is gonna look like you, like what you put into it.
Right.
And so that is the most important thing. Nobody can be you. Nobody can duplicate you. No matter how much they steal, no matter how much they try, they can't duplicate you. So never be
Yeah.
afraid of somebody stealing you. Nobody, never be. I had to learn that the hard way. I done had so many people that copy and run and try. And at the end of the day, I'm me.
Yeah. So to close out that thought, make sure you guys figure out what makes your business unique to you. And we're gonna end it here. Make sure you stay tuned in. We got my homegirl Kanika coming up next with her show. You are tuned into the Make It Mogul show on Extreme 104 FM. Have a good night. We out of here.
We out of here. Excuse me.